Matron, take them away.
Okay guys, carrying on from yesterday's bollock, we're going to go back to trade the pool and see if we can repair it. Now I did catch up quite a bit with some of the trade that went wrong, and I'll explain why and how, but I'm also going to be sorting out a watch list and I'll show you how to do that. So if this interests you, do hit the subscribe button and sort of follow the little journey. Stocks is not my forte. I'm very good with Forex and indices, as you see normally on the channel, which is where my wages come from. But sometimes it's nice to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what we're doing. So let's have a look, see where we're up to. Okay. So just flick this over and I'll show you where I'm at. I'm actually in Tesla at the moment, using a fib extension as the target, which it's running down into quite nicely now. Where we're at, we $204 in profit. So I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look, see what it looks like on a 5-minute chart if I expand this out. Now it seems to be dropping down heavily. If I can get it down onto here, I'll be quite happy. Stop loss, I should be able to pull it down into locked profit now, which it is. So I can't lose on this now, or at least I shouldn't be able to. $58 is locked in. If it comes up and clacks me out, well, it clacks me out. But my purpose today was to clear off the loss that I made yesterday, which I have getting it down to just under $2, and this is now currently got a profit of 130. Should I kill it? I could do. I could kill it, just bank the money and then re-enter the market if I so wish. Should we do that? Should we do that? Well, we'll let it hit $200. Once it gets over $200, we'll look to get it. Actually, it's reversing now. So if I take the money, come on, give it me. That's curious. Why won't that close off? Don't worry, boys and girls. I have a plan. I have a plan. I've actually got the app here as well. So if I can't get it to close there, I'll get it to close on the app. Bingo. Oh, how odd was that? Right, and it shot back up. So I'll look at that again in a few minutes, but it means our balance is now plus 135. So let me explain what happened yesterday. I messed up big time because I thought I was on a demo account, my paper trading account, to figure out how this platform works, and I wasn't. I was on the live account and I was messing with the stop losses and trying to figure things out, one thing and another, and it slapped me. And it slapped me badly. So I've now had to pay the price of that. Because if your stop loss is more than 30% of your drawdown, what it does is it instantly just closes the account out the moment it goes into drawdown. So on 2,000 drawdown, that's $600. Put the stop in the wrong place just because I like to drag and drop things, and it came and clapped me one. So that weren't good. So what we can do now, that's starting to drop down, so we're just going to drop a market order into that. Boom, that's back in. See what we can do with this order. That's $240. So I'll watch that and I'll drag that stop in and keep an eye on it. Why? Well, that's kind of what I do. I like to work with a wide stop initially, but I'm very disciplined at killing things off if I think they're going wrong. So at the moment, I'm just going to leave that where it's at. I've taken the money out, got it back in, and then I'll start edging that in like so. So that's one thing to bear in mind with this chart. You can drag and drop these around. Now, when we were working on it, and I think my head's in the way, so I'll just kind of move that for the second. There we go. You have a basket order here, which doesn't really show you how many shares there is. And you've also got a mouse order here. And again, it doesn't tell you how much you're making off the shares. So I found them a little bit awkward, nothing too spurious. But there we go. We're back into $90. So I'm happy with that. I might let it hit $100, $200, and I'll whack that out again. And basically, we're going to scalp this on a 5-minute chart. Because that's the other thing with this. You've got to get in and get out pretty quick. You know, it's a bit brutal. Now, on this side, you can kind of see where your stop loss and everything is. So if you put in your stop order, as I say, just up there, and your take profit at the bottom, it'll show you what the dollar count is. So if I was doing it with just a single share, it's like 20. You think, it's not worth hassle, right? So it helps you work out how many shares you can buy. So you can then put in 100 shares. Oh, well, okay. If I take profit here, it's going to give me some money. Happy days. Put 1,000 in. It'll adjust it. So at least you can see what the parameters are all the time. I'll explore that more later. Because obviously we're a bit busy at the minute. But what I want to do now is kind of show you how I set up a watch list on this. Now, I have this set up down here where it's Scruffy and then today's buy and today's sells. Well, first one's in. It's obviously the miners. I look at them all the time. I can flick that over onto Kerr. That looks like it's moving down as well. So you can sort of go, okay, well, I'll have a stop at 44.50 up there. Well, in fact, I'm not going to put it. I'm going to put a take profit in at 44.12. That gives me that. Put in 500 shares. Well, that gets me nowhere. Put in 1,000 shares. Well, that's a little bit more like it. But let's have 2,000 shares. Boom. There we go. That's that order in. Now, what I'm looking at, now I was looking at this earlier on, the blue lines are actually fib lines. So if I just pull this out and then take that out to, say, an hourly chart, you can see it's a fib within a fib pushing down because the overall motion is down, and I'm looking for it to pull back into this 23. That was what I was looking at earlier on. There it goes. Now, like I say, with this, we are scalping ourselves all the time. We're looking to be in and out of the market relatively quickly. Now, that's something I've got to get my head around. So again, what I'll do is I'll just let that rock and roll in the background. When the pair of them hit about 200 quid, I'll get it out, you know, boom, or more if I can get it. So we shall see. Actually, that fee on that Krug that's $20. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Got some work to do on that one then, haven't I? Right, let's have a look at a watch list. Let's see if we can figure this out. So I'm just going to move this to the side. It's currently net positive, so quite happy with that. It's another thing that I like to do. I like to stay net positive when I'm working. In other words, something paying something off. But I prefer, when I'm doing Forex, to do one asset at a time. In this, it looks like it'll be multiple. So again, it's all work in progress, guys. Work in progress and live. I can't manipulate this anymore. Right. So if you come to Finviz to start with, this is a good place to start. Okay. The front screen will show you roughly what the market's trying to do. So the S&P down, Nasdaq down, Dow down. So all I'm really looking for is shorts. Why? Well, you can see it here, you know, right across. So that's all I'm really interested in. I'll just look for shorts. And then at least I've got the wind in my sails. Come to a screener. Okay. If I just click to all, opens everything up. There's 8,432 shares to look at. Too many. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see what the volume is. So I'll be looking for shares with an average volume over 1 million. All right. But I want to see what the relative volume is. And what that means is, well, if you don't know, you just hover across, it'll tell you. But basically, it's the ratio between the 3-month average volume. And I want to see that it's increasing. So if it was at 1, it's basically 1 million and 1 million. I want to see more flow coming in. So we'll start that off at, say, 1.5. Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. 1.5. That's pulled that down to 179. Okay. So what else can I do? Well, I don't really want to be trading penny stocks. So I'll look for a price that is over $5. That pulls this down to 101 shares. All right. What else can we look at? What can drive us here? Well, if I'm only looking for shorts, I want the sort of, again, the wind in my favor. So if I look for the 20, sort of a 28 SMA, so it's simple moving average, below, so I want the, where are we at here? So the 50 above the 20, or you could use the 20 and say it's below the 50, doesn't really matter. Drags it down to 29 shares. Okay. So what else can we do? Well, if I'm going short, I want the price below the 200. So I'm down to 27 shares. Okay. So let's have a look, see what happens if there's relative volume over 2. Well, that's 15. Right. That gives me 15 shares that are reasonably good to look at. So what I can do from here, if I flick on charts, it'll show me all 15 of those charts. And all I need to do is start having a look at basic analysis to see if there's any of them that I like. Well, let's have a look, see what we got. That's coming up, down. That's broke through a pattern here, so the EC. That looks like it's pushing up, may well push back down again. It's on the next page. Tesla, which I'm in. That's on a heavy downtrend. What's that? TSLL. Okay, so let's have a little look at that. So let's have a little look. Okay, 80, we're still net positive, so we're still doing okay. So what did I say that ticket was? TSLL, LA wrong. Is that right? That wasn't it. TSLL. Almost forgot me brain, boys and girls. Almost forgot me brain. So I'm looking to sell. We're looking for TSLL. Okay. All right. Well, we can't have that one because it's not on this ticket. Boom. So let's have a little look. See what else we've got. Okay. So if I change that to just an origin of the USA, we can have a look at this. Well, there's the gold miners that I like to trade anyway. So we can maybe look at that. What else have we got? Been catching my boat. Not really. Okay. I've also got a preset. So shares down. 20 below the 50 below the 20, over 1 million, over 1.5, over $5. This is a default setting that I put in. And it'll give me these. Now, filter it down again just to USA, which is them. Drop this into charts. I'm trying to do this really quickly, guys, to give you an idea of what we're looking at. And which one of these charts looks quite nice? Well, that one's had a good push up and it seems to be coming off. So FNGD. So let me just pull this back. Okay. Oops. FNGD. I'll put that ticket in right. FNGD. Okay, so it's not on the list. Not to worry, not to worry. See what else we can find. What else have we got? I'll just put it in the watch list on this side just so I can keep an eye on it. Okay. So I drive up, pushing. What I'm looking for to see if it's bouncing off anything. That looks, well, that's my SM. Yang doesn't look that good. Doesn't look that good either, to be honest. Okay. Let's have a little look. See what else we've got. Now this one's the other way. This one's looking at buys. See if there's anything that's worth buying. Okay. Let's have a look at these charts. Do not take a little look at that. Okay. I know I put it in my sell order, but I just want to show you how this works. I mean, there's the profit running in now. I'm quite chuffed with that. It's over 200. Let me just check these charts out. So that's fine. Do I think it's got enough legs to get down there? 5 minutes, or should I just bite the bullet? What's Tesla looking like? Well, Tesla's starting to reverse, so keep half an eye on that. But yeah, right. Okay. Right, okay. So, all right. So, again, something else to work on. That doesn't appear to be working at the moment. So I'll figure that out. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. It does work. Pulls up a bloody deal ticket. Bollocks. Right. That's what happens when you have multiple screens, guys. The bloody thing was up there. Buggy. Right. So I think what I'll do in the meantime, I'll use my phone to get me in and out of trades. So I'm going to kill off the Kruger. I'm going to take that 120 and bag that up. We're going to go back to Tesla so I can see what's going on here. And I'll keep half an eye on that. Okay. Right. What was I saying? Drop that into there just so we can do a quick analysis of this. Okay. Right. What have we got? What have we got? So that's a 5-minute chart. I'm going to pull this out to the daily so I can have a look at it. Well, that's a colossal drop if we've ever seen one. And it looks like it's pushing up from the upper side. The MACD obviously is screaming down, which is understandable with a move of that magnitude. Pull this down. Again, you can see that coming in. So that kind of interests me somewhat for a bounce. Go to the hourly. Okay, starting to turn here. We can average in down to there. 15-minute look like. 15-minute again. It's come down. It's retraced on itself. It's showing no real signs of pushing down. So I'd be happy to put an order above that to scream up somewhat. 5 minutes. Yeah, see that? All right, that's there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So a break of that to pump up a little bit. So let us have a little look at that, shall we? So if I am looking at here, that's price of 10.98. So I'll be looking for a stop order at 10.98. Stop loss probably down here somewhere. 10.32. 10.32. That's curious. $10.99. Oh, that's right. Because I'll be buying this, so I can drop that to 10.32. 11.37 roughly. 11.37. Okay. So how much is this going to make me if that works out? So there's 100 shares, so it's 39 quid. That would be 1,000. So if I do something like 800 shares, gets me 300 quid based at that point. Boom, just like so. Okay, so that's working. Need to do a bit of work on Tesla. And that's it. So what we've done, you've seen me put a couple of orders in. We've been paid, all right. We're running down on Tesla at the moment, but not overly worried about that just yet because I'm now net positive. Because if I kill that off, and as you can see, it's going back down again, I've got money in the bank that pays that off. And that's it. So the next time I do this, it might be a bit more cleaner. Because like I say, this is all work in progress for me. And the plan is just to start building it up. So screeners, what you're doing is you're just filtering it all down. I'm still getting to grips with this platform. And, well, if I make a few mistakes on the way, I make a few mistakes on the way. But at the moment, those mistakes are paid off. I'm in profit. And that's all that matters. And, well, again, there's Tesla dropping now. Hopefully that'll go green in just a second. And we'll make a bit of money. So I hope that kind of helps. I put my head back to the top. The button I was pressing was that. What was happening was I didn't realize there's a deal ticket goes up there. It was just on here. But I do keep that running. This is off there. So you can see my projected profit is 205. And considering yesterday I was 600 in the red, I'm quite happy to have pulled it back. So, goody gumdrops. If you do like the journey, do like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll go through this together, whether we fall flat on our face or whether we end up in a profit. Now, I'm expecting to crash and burn on this. I genuinely am. Because I'm using it to learn how to do this. But the stupid thing that I'm doing, if you want to call it stupid, is I'm doing it live with a live account. Why? Because that's how I trade. If you've got something at stake and you've got something that can cost you, it focuses your mind so much better. If you've got nothing to lose, who cares? So in this, I'm right on the money. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.